They lost, what was it,
$44 million?
$44 million in debt in the first year. That's how horribly that it was handled. Even still to this day, when people get their product, it's dry as a bone, it's underweight. They store it in plastic containers that are not air sealed. They don't allow the sale of CBD products for humans. You can get them for pets, but not for human consumption. They don't allow any of the other, like no extracts, no hash, no oils. They don't allow any of that. It's only flour. It's the most asinine system I've ever seen. Like I said, $40-something million lost. Can you name a single weed dealer that you've ever known in your life that lost money selling weed? Our country discovered a way to fuck it up.
I only know of one.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because somebody narked on him, and he had to get rid of all his products, so he just handed it to me and my buddy in trash bags when we were in high school. Showed up to his house. Okay, I'm going to wrap myself out here. Okay, I was your typical teenager. We partied. We had fun. Went to a guy's house. We wanted to get a couple of doobies so we could burn them at this party. Showed up to the guy's house. He's like, "Hey, I'm glad you guys are here." Why? Hands us 2 trash bags full of the whole plants. Wow. We're like, how much is this going to cost? Just get it out of here. I know somebody narked on me and they're going to be here later. So I'm driving to this party with these bags and I'm looking at them going, oh shit.
I'm either in a lot of trouble or I'm going to be the most popular guy at this party.
The party ended up being everybody sitting around a large shower curtain.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was sleeping.
That's awesome.
So I got the sense while I was there that most of the people in Texas, and I mean this in the most positive way I can say it, people in Texas really had no concept that there was a world outside of Texas, and most of them didn't care. Is that kind of changing a little bit? That
no.
Straight up, no.
Nope.
Nothing changed.
I can tell you that. Okay, I'm not your typical Texan. I was born and raised here. Okay, but through my life, I have traveled to all 48 of the continental U.S. states. Cool. I've been everywhere. I've been just submerged myself in other cultures because I love that. I love talking to people and finding out about their cultures, their traditions and things of that nature. And then I come back home and it's like, now I'm the weird one.
Yeah.
It's there's something about New York City. And I'm like, dude, I love New York. I absolutely loved it. And they're like, I ain't going no damn New York City or something like that. It's like I'm listening to the picante sauce commercial.
Well, it's good.
That's so funny.
I'm glad it's not just the impression I got. See, I'm deathly afraid of traveling. Not because I don't like other cultures, but I can't stand other food. I'm very particular about what I eat. So I'm just deathly afraid of traveling somewhere and starving to death.
That's my biggest thing when I travel. I want to try the new foods. I want to go test out the new cuisines and stuff. I've actually gone to international food expos to try these different foods. I've had the deep fried tarantulas.
I am dying. Okay, I have a horrific fear of spiders. Absolutely terrifying thing of spiders. But I hear that they are absolutely delicious.
They are, and sometimes you'll get lucky and one won't be deep fried quite enough and it'll still be cream filled.
Oh no!
This is my problem. This is I can't stand seafood. I love the idea of going to Japan. I love the Japanese culture. I can't stand seafood. I would starve to death.
I love Japanese food.
I have to say, Eric, it's the funniest thing in the world. You, of all people, considering the situation you were in for so long, is picky about food. You're talking to a guy who's homeless for a year.
Yeah,
That's just fucking hilarious to me.
Well, homeless guys don't have to worry about traveling very often either.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Concern, but I can't I can't do fish. I can't do Vietnamese food is just the worst thing on earth to me. It's all I don't even know what it is. It's just soggy stuff with fish.
Yeah, it's good.
See, I'm fat. I love all food.
In high school, And her family owned a local restaurant in town, and it was so funny because I'd go over to her house, and her mom would always be yelling at her daughter, saying, "Why can't you marry good Vietnamese or find good Vietnamese boy?" I'm standing right here.
I love that about moms are the best for that. Moms will say anything in front of the boyfriend. They just moms have no filter, especially from other cultures. I had the same thing with an Italian girlfriend all through high school who's
my grandmother had no filter. First time she met the woman who is now my wife, first time she met her, she walked up to her because I'm the biggest person in my entire family. I'm over 6 foot, or was over 6 foot. I'm about 6 foot now. You shrink with age. I'm 6 foot, and my wife at the time was about a half inch shorter than I was. And my grandmother met her for the first time, and my grandmother, here she is, little 5'4", looked up at her, looked over at me. She goes, "Y'all gonna have some big kids," and I'm like, "We just started dating, right?"
Yeah, they don't give a shit. That's all grandparents ever care about.
My mom now, she's the type that I'm not sure what she'll go. "Don't you think you need a coat?" I go, "No, I don't need a coat." She goes, "I think you should get a coat." And no, I don't want a coat. "Well, I'm going to get you a coat." "No, Mom, don't get me a coat." And then as I'm going out the door, she's putting a coat on me.
My favorite one is you come over and it's like, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, you look hungry." "No, I just ate." "No, you look. Get these leftovers out." And you're like, "Oh God, I was about to go somewhere, but I got to unbutton these pants now."
That's why I love Italians. I will just inconspicuously show up in a regular Italian's house just sometime around dinner time or just before, just knock on the door. "Hi, I'm Gord. How you doing?" "You look hungry. You're fat, so come on in." I'm like, "Yes." Feed me.
Like, what is that one comedian that said when he went to Italy, he was telling them, he said my little bit of Italian that he knew, he said, "If I don't eat, I will die." And they were like, looking at him like, "You're a long way from that, buddy, but have some pasta."
That's Fluffy, I believe. That did
Is that
one.
Fluffy? Fluffy.
I think that was
Fluffy. Well, I would say now would be the perfect time to travel. If you can get any traveling in the next month or so, airports are empty. There's no lineups anywhere. Flights are cheap.
And there sure as hell is no toilet paper anywhere in town.
I'm still trying to figure that out. Why, of all the things?
Apparently, if you hoard toilet paper, you're immune to the coronavirus. I don't know.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, this thing doesn't cause diarrhea at all. That's not the problem. And if you get quarantined, it's 2 weeks. How much shitting are you doing in 2 weeks that you need 450 rolls of it? Like, I don't get it. I'm flattered.
Okay.
A video just came up in Kelowna.
Right now. I just pulled up my phone right now. I took a short video yesterday because my wife and I were in town, and she's like, "I got to run over to the craft department and get something. Run over, because I grocery shopped during the day because she had some training and stuff. She works in the medical field, so she had some stuff she had to go take care of during the day. So I told her, I said, all right, cool. I'm going to run over and do the grocery shopping. Well, I forgot toilet paper and her coffee pods for her Keurig. She's like, go get the coffee pods for me and some toilet paper. So I walked back there and I said, I'm probably not going to get any toilet paper. And she was like, what? No. And I walked back there and I took a video of the empty racks.
Yeah, it's just.
And I posted that video to TikTok. Right now, it's at 13.9 thousand views.
Jesus Christ!
And
see, I just caught a video
start
from
selling
BC.
Laxatives. In about a week from now, I'm going to start selling laxatives to all these people that have 2 years worth of toilet paper and don't know what to do with it.
I heard that people were. Now, I don't know why people in the United States are hoarding the toilet paper, but I did hear that some other countries were doing it because they were buying these bulk packages of toilet paper and then turning around and selling it back to China because they're running out of it in China, but at exuberant rates.
That makes sense. Yeah, I saw it on eBay for $5 a roll last night.
So I think somebody in the United States misunderstood it that we got to have our toilet paper.
Yeah.
And we have a fear consumerism built into us, where if we see someone else stockpiling something, the number was like something like 11% of us are pre-programmed to just, if we see someone else doing it, we have to do it too. We don't know why.
They say it's going to snow because there will be no bread.
It's just the greatest thing. I caught a video it was actually in BC, Eric, at a Costco in BC, and it was an employee holding up her phone, and she's like, "So they're about to open the doors. You guys have got to see this." And all of a sudden the doors open, and you see a group of about 25 people with their giant Costco shopping carts, and they come barreling down the main aisle, and they go from the entrance to the very opposite far back corner where all the toilet paper is stocked up, and they just beeline it straight to the toilet paper, and they're just tearing apart the display, filling up their carts. And she's like, I don't get these people.
The thing that blows my mind right now is tissue paper. There's tons of Kleenex. There's tons of paper towel. There's tons, like wipes. The wipes you could get, those are all fine. No one's buying those.
Well, what was funny is I'm standing there in Walmart, and I'm videoing this. And I sent my wife the video. She's across the store to tell her, and the video says, "Hey, babe, here's your toilet paper aisle." And sitting in all these empty racks, there was a bundle of toilet paper there. The Scott's brand. Nobody wanted those. And somebody was standing on the aisle, and they were laughing because I was videoing it. And I looked at them and I said, "What?" They said, "Well, there's toilet paper right there." And I said, "No, I have standards." She was like, looked at me like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, that's the John Wayne toilet paper."
Yeah, I ain't ripping my ass apart with that.
I think Corona should start giving it away, like 2 rolls with every 24 pack of Corona.
Ironic you mentioned, they're actually doing that in some beer stores here in Canada. They're actually giving away 1 roll of toilet paper for every case of Corona you buy.
That is insane. Well, and the Corona sales, for anyone who doesn't know, the Corona sales did dip, but worldwide beer sales have all declined because in China they just stopped buying beer. So there was a noticeable decline in beer sales. It's not anything to do with the coronavirus being related to Corona.
You know how many memes there are right now? If you open up TikTok and look at them, of people opening their refrigerator, and they'll have all like Bud Lights and Miller and everything on one side of the refrigerator, and all of them have little masks on, and this one little bottle of Coronas on the other side, standing there by.
That's I don't understand where the fear has come from. That people like here in Canada, it's very low. It's centralized to 2 cities. There's coronavirus in Toronto. There's coronavirus in Vancouver. We are the largest country geographically in the world. If you're not in one of those 2 cities, you're fine.
Yeah.
Well, no worries.
We don't have it that lucky right now because San Antonio, somebody flew into the Lockhart Air Force Base there, was sick. They went to the hospital. And they did their blood work and stuff. Well, the hospital released them before they got all the results back.
Oh, jeez.
Come to find out, this person did have coronavirus. Well, where did they catch up with this guy? He's strolling around the food court at the mall.
Oh, perfect.
No.
They quarantined, shut down the entire mall. 2 days later, the town adjacent to me, Bay City, which we have a lot of workers that come from Bay City to my area, coronavirus there.
Wow.
And I was like, and everybody's all flipping out about it. And the company that I work with is one of the largest chemical manufacturing plants in the world. Had a thing that told everybody, look, everybody, you need to wash your hands. We're going to provide Germ-X. All trucks coming in and out of this plant are going to be examined. And if the driver even remotely looks sick, they're going to be turned away and all this. And they're like, and if it breaks out here, we're going to have to shut down. And I was like, okay.
I saw an interview with I'm not sure who she was in Washington State, a mayor of something, and she's saying just don't touch your face, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your mouth, and then she licks her finger and turns the page of her speech.
Oh, that was so good,
yeah. We're all screwed.
I saw that.
Licking the pages, licking her fingers, that nasty habit. I don't see how somebody can do that to begin with. If I see somebody doing that to a book I own, I'm going to slap it out of their hand to begin with.
I had a buddy once give me a book strictly because I took it to the shitter with me. He's like, yeah, you can keep that. I'm like, what's the big deal? He goes, yeah, you basically shit all over it. I'm like, well, I'll take your free book. Fuck it, what do I care?
I don't understand where certain things we worry about and certain things we don't. Everyone's If you've ever seen people share a pizza, it's disgusting. It's like a bunch of hyenas. But we're all worried about a toilet seat, and no one's ever gotten sick from a toilet seat.